Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, guess what? I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard is your cup is overflowing. I hope it's overflowing with good things, right? I hope. I hope. I hope. All right. Ooh. So, um, I'm picking up on something. I'm definitely picking up on something. Let me just get cards ready. I've waited 100 years. I'll wait a million more for you. Nothing prepared me for. I'm having silent conversations with Michael and Marlene. Um, if you two could just leave me alone, I'm trying to work, okay? For real. For real, leave me be. I got stuff I gotta do. Know what I'm saying? Hi, Lilith. Okay, here goes. Ooh. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Jesus loves me. Can y'all just be quiet for real? I hate when like my senses get overloaded by things that don't pertain to me. It might be because like earlier I was watching something, I think it was on TikTok or something like that, and they showed, I think it was a Lamborghini. I don't even remember what car it was, but it had like the vinyl wrap on it, which was, I don't know what you would call it. It was like a rainbow pearl that's just obnoxious. And then it had undercarriage lights that were flashing. And then on top of that, it was doing some shit with its like exhaust. And I was just like, thank you. You overstimulated my ADHD. I'm all fucked up now. Thank you. And then I scrolled. It might be from that. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. That was like 30 minutes ago. That's what I get for watching extreme stimulation. Extreme visual stimulation is not good for me because now my brain is overwhelmed. So, ooh, oh, woe is a person who thinks that because my human brain is overwhelmed, that it's the perfect time to run some dark interference. Like I just cut the deck. I always overcome that. It would be hoove you. Ooh, right underneath that, protection. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I feel like when I'm overwhelmed, I feel like going to the hospital, and the hospital don't work either. Same Z's, Sandy, same Z's, same Z's. I probably need to sing something to like purge that. Stimming is a very good way to to go ahead and release a lot of the overstimulation. People think I sing because I want to be a singer or something. That's what a lot of people assume. It's a form of stimming. You're either going to listen to me sing or you're going to look at me rocking. And rocking because I see myself, it further stimulates my brain. So we try our best to not rock. Okay? All right, should I sing a different song? I, the Lord of sea and sky, I have heard my people cry. I have wept for love of them. They turn away. I will break their hearts of stone. I love it. Give them hearts for love alone. Who will bear my light to them? Whom shall I send? Here I am, Lord. If you need me, I'm here, Lord. I'm here. Tell me who to fuck up. Tell me, Lord. Tell me. Tell me, Lord. I have heard you calling in the night. What's up? This one?
What the?
You gave it to me earlier.
No, I gave it to you the other night. That's why I've been freaking out.
I will go, Lord. I'm saying, let a girl know, let your girl know. Demons, I fuck their ass up. Principalities, I double fuck the ass up. Tell me, Lord, who irked you today, Lord? Nobody? Okay. I've purged all the overstimulation. I can now continue with what I was doing. That's just how my ADHD works. We just got to purge it out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes stimming like this, you see me kind of fidgeting a lot. I'm stimming under the table. I'm stimming. Okay? Leave me and my stimming alone. I should probably wear a compression suit today. It's too fucking much. Because I'm overwhelmed again. It'll be okay, girl. You're always overwhelmed. Okay. So your cup is overflowing. There's something that needs to be changed, right? I don't know what it is, but something needs to be changed for sure. What could it be? Is it your mindset? Is it Ooh, y'all feel that? Is your irritation suddenly starting to increase? Is there are your thoughts shifting? Right? Your mood is shifting because your thoughts suddenly went to something that probably has no basis in reality. Um mm, mhm. Something's definitely trying. Something's definitely trying because remember the first card, dark interference, but it's in reverse. Something is trying so hard to get you into a very negative mindset right now. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. You can overcome it as long as you remind yourself of how protected you actually are. Okay. A lot of the times, the reason things and people's malicious, malignant intentions can access us is because we give passive permission by way of our fear. Right. So if you allow yourself to kind of just let go of being afraid, you take away that passive permission avenue that's often utilized, exploited as a point of entry into your space. So, what am I trying to say? if you're in a neutral mood, maybe even in a positive mood, and suddenly, Michael says he loves my movements today. Shut up. If you're in a neutral mood or a positive mood, and suddenly you find yourself shifted 180 degrees, right? Just 180 degrees, and you're suddenly feeling irritated, slightly negative, maybe full on negative because you remembered something that happened in the past, maybe something someone said. Those are not your thoughts. Those are not your thoughts. One of the fastest ways to negate that is to just be like, bitch, who you talking to? I know it ain't me, right? Look at oh, the frizz. I'm serious. I'm absolutely serious. Just say that. Like, bitch, who you talking to? I know it ain't me. I know it ain't me. And really mean it. Really seriously mean it. Because when you begin to take ownership of those incepted thoughts, incepted words, feelings, emotions, you're giving permission. That's like key life advice. Key life advice, okay? Like literally say to yourself or out loud, bitch, who you talking to? I know it ain't me. That's not my thoughts. Those are not my feelings. So what? So what? And just really own that. Like, so what? So what someone said blah, blah, blah. So what someone did blah, blah, blah. I'm still in my space of neutral. I'm still in my space of center. You have to begin consciously choosing to negate a lot of the bull caca. Okay. So, respect in reverse. Ooh. It feels like there is someone that maybe is being a bit disrespectful with your space, your time. I'm not sure. That's what my mind goes to immediately. But I mean, I'm currently on a cycle, so I'm just negative right now. I don't own it. Look at this. Look at this. Ooh, girl. You trying to corkscrew? What you trying to do? You just corkscrew behind the ear, okay? We don't like that. Um, what's the respect card in reverse about? Mm. It's about taking accountability for the ways in which you potentially are low key disrespecting the types of decisions and goals you've set for yourself. So, an example of this, I knew today because again, I'm on my cycle, TMI. I don't care. I'm the queen of TMI. Anyways, this is the first heavy day of my cycle, and so I tend to become lethargic, no energy, just kind of want to lay around, which that's understandable. But I have a goal of in a year or less than a year doing my first figure or bikini competition, right? So me not going today, I only go 3 days a week. That's disrespectful to the goal that I've set for myself. Although it's understandable, that's still disrespectful for the goal that I've set for myself. So what's a good way to find a middle ground for that? To go and be gentle with myself. Don't do all of the exercises. Don't lift extra heavy. Like, for example, my workout app was set to cable deadlifts, which I clear the rack over 200 pounds, right? I could deadlift that easy peasy. I didn't want to carry all the weight plates over to the cable machine. So don't fucking laugh. So that I could be tall enough to utilize the cable machine. It's true. I need at least 4 plates. I need at least. I'm a badass motherfucker, even if I'm small. Okay? I need at least 4 plates stacked on each other to stand on so that I can be tall enough to do deadlifts. And I didn't want to carry that. I was feeling lazy. And so I figured, since I know I can deadlift 200 pounds, I'll do it on the Smith machine, which is just the bar, and the weights are already there. And so I had it at 200 pounds. I loaded 200 pounds worth of weight onto the bar, and I stacked my little plates, and I did one lift, and I was like, nope, gonna hurt myself. Immediately took the weights off. I was like, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Carrying on to the next one. So, still respecting my decision, my goal, right, of preparing myself, showing up for myself, but also respecting my limitations today, right? It's that center space. You need to allow your cup to fill with things that are not toxic for you. Your cup is overflowing. You got to make sure it's not overflowing with toxicity and self punishment, self hatred, all of those different things that, we have a tendency to fill our cup with that and not realize that that's what we've put in our cup. Well, I am telling you right now, I'm telling you right now, don't do that. So this is a cycle that you didn't initiate, meaning you didn't do something to bring about this disrespect, right? This is about testing your boundaries and your commitment to the type of growth that you're trying to accomplish. You haven't set your intention completely. You gave yourself an idea of what you would like to do, what you would like to accomplish, but you didn't set your intention in such a way that it would be easier for you to find the path, the set of actions that can more readily support what you're bringing to fruition. This is about a recalibration to increase the nuanced alignment. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Recalibrating to increase the nuanced alignment. What are you bringing to fruition? I'm super curious all of a sudden. Is it like, it feels like good stuff? Because things wouldn't test you to this degree um, if it wasn't good stuff. Hmm. All right. So here we go. Balance in reverse, stability in reverse. You didn't set the intention completely right. There's this low grade disrespect that's happening. You didn't initiate this. This is someone else is being used for this cycle. Remember, the very first card, dark interference in reverse. And this is telling me that something is trying to interfere with your cup overflowing. And once this cup overflows, it's going to spread out into your garden, and it's going to help you bring to fruition the things that you want for yourself. That's really good. That's really, really good. Lumps and bumps on my head, just, they're not the business. I don't like that. It irritates me. It distracts and irritates me. We all know I'm already super overwhelmed. So we're gonna do that, okay? Oh fucking Ooh, girl. We now cannot see it. I can now not see it, and I'm gonna be able to move forward. Okay. So you're going to overcome it. You are protected. You just have to keep reminding yourself that something is going to show itself to you soon. Like whoever this is, whatever this is, whatever the situation is, it's going to show itself to you very, very soon. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. It's a sense of, I don't really want that as part of the reading. Do you guys mind if I just skip this part? There's a particular type of message that I think all of you are done with it. I That's what I feel. Like all of you are on the same page as me. We're kind of done with this same old message. Um and I'm making an executive decision. We're done with it. Okay. So, autumn is upside down. Um breathe. Breathe. Just breathe. Just let it ride. Let it ride. Just let it ride. Breathe. Allow yourself to feel whatever this is, and then allow yourself to process and let go. Okay? What other people are going through right now in their personal process of self realization that leads to self actualization and furthers their ascension mechanics, that's for them. We don't need to worry about that. Okay? We don't need to concern ourselves with that. We don't need to worry about that. Right now, you are my focus. You and only you are my focus. Okay? All right. Oh, okay. Well, hey, you medicine man, set me free and change my ways. Oh, oh, what do you say? Oh, oh, what do you say? I say this is interesting. So there's this sense of struggles with your perception of what unconditional love is and who's actually worthy of unconditional love. What am I saying? That this unconditional love that you're capable of expressing, you need to express it for yourself. Okay. There's this video, the wise words of little Rose. Her name is Rose. She said, as she struggled to buckle her car seat, she told her father, "Worry about yourself." Because her father had asked her, "Rose, do you need help with that?" And she said, "No, no, thank you." And he kept asking, and she said, "Worry about yourself." So, right now, what you need to worry about is nothing. What you need to focus on without any worry is the ways in which you are going to allow yourself to experience unconditional love for yourself. Okay. So, card number 15, gratitude. Having gratitude is an important thing. We can't fake gratitude because fake gratitude is just like artificial light and fake love. We don't need none of that. We need the real thing. The real thing. Okay. So, part of the reason you need to find gratitude for every event that you go through is because as you seek reasons to be grateful for what you are experiencing, you are also being given the opportunity to realize why you are going through what you are going through. That's why living with a grateful heart is very, very important for your spiritual process, right? It's not so that you could be a good person. The concept of good person, bad person is just who defines what's good and bad? Who gets to condemn you? And why do they get that authority to condemn you? Right? Because in order for someone to deem you as a bad person, um we have to be willing to condemn you. What did God say? What did God say? Something about let thee with no sins cast thy first stone, or something like that. How do we find gratitude in uncomfortable experiences? Well, as I was saying earlier, um, looking for why this is happening, the positives that you could potentially harvest from the situation you're experiencing is how you can find gratitude, right? So, uncomfortable experience. Um, the whole stalker thing, that's a very uncomfortable experience. What can I be grateful for in that? I've had a strange ass person threatening to unalive me for the past, I don't know, 2 years or so. Um what's there to be thankful for? I've spent thousands, fucking thousands of dollars. What's there to be thankful for in that? Well, let's address the first thing that most people will not find gratitude for. Money is currency, currency is energy, right? So, in many ways, money is a form of tangible energy, energetic exchange. How can I be thankful for the feeling of wasting my money, hard earned money, thousands of it, on stinky Satan cheese bullshit? Well, first and foremost, I have a hard time investing in myself and my growth. I have a hard time investing anything into myself. That's why whenever I'm able to see something that I like, my husband is very quick to be like, get it, buy it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to spend that. And he'll be like, no, you always work. You never get yourself anything. So, how does that apply to spending thousands on a full on legal war? Because for the first time, ooh, hot diggity fucking damn, the realization. Ooh, for the first time ever, I'm loving myself and protecting myself the way I would for any of you. I have no problem raising funds for strangers who are in need, right? Years I've been doing this, raising large quantities of funds for people in need, families, individuals, children. But I'd never do it for myself. Even the GoFundMe that so many of you supported, that wasn't actually for me, that was for my brother. All right, Lindsay. I've had many people over the years do some really fucked up shit to me. Not a single one has received any type of consequence, legal or otherwise. And the tears don't come from a space of, I can't believe people have been so mean to me. The tears come from a space of, I can't believe I've never fought for myself. And now I realize the fight had to be this expensive because I'm fucking worth it. And that's so hard to say. But it's true. And even if I have to say that through tears, making ugly faces, it's true. that I'm worth every fucking penny I have spent already. And every other fucking penny I need to spend. Because I'm fucking worth it. And it's not for a lack of self-confidence. It's for a lack of comfort in loving myself the way I would love someone else. And so I have to be thankful for that. I have to be thankful that in the ugliness and the stupidity that I have been going through for, I don't know, 4 years, I am consistently reminded by all of you that this is not just necessary. This is not just important. This is what I deserve. And you know, I was speaking to our church members over at the Soul Sanctuary Love yesterday. No, today's Friday. I don't know what day. Whatever day that was. Um and Queen of Hearts had said something just so profound. And paraphrasing, she's like, "You're not alone in this." That he basically thought that I would be alone in this. And it turns out I have an entire fucking community willing to go to fucking war on my behalf, if need be. And there's no need for war when you can find your courage buried in a gratitude that's hard to find because of all the really fucked up shit that you're going through. But to always find the ability to have gratitude for the developing understanding of why this current struggle or previous struggles are some of the most profound blessings you will ever have. Like, wow. 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 And I'm grateful. Not only am I grateful for the blessed portions of my life that is so easy to identify as a blessing, I'm even more grateful for the things that I go through that force me into a space of having to dig deep within myself to uncover the gratitude for the things that I need to be grateful for. It's not just looking for something that's positive. It's digging deep inside yourself, uncovering the truth, the reality of what you're experiencing, and allowing that to serve as the cover for your cup and retrieving that cover so your cup can be filled, right? Until you retrieve that gratitude that serves as the cover for your spiritual cup, soul struggles to refill it because we won't allow. That's why we need to have gratitude. Not that fake gratitude where it's like, well, I'm grateful for, like, no, no, no. I'm deeply, deeply grateful for the ways in which everything I've been experiencing, especially over the past year, is further clarifying for me just how beautiful this journey is we are on together. Together. It is not some coincidence that not only has this person been threatening me, like graphic threats, been threatening members of our community. It's not a coincidence. We're on this journey together. And it was very difficult for me to find gratitude while I was still in a space of like, this is my fault. I exposed all of you guys to this crazy ass Swiss Satan, stinky ass cheese of a fucktard. I said what I said. How is it my fault? Because I have a beautiful heart? Because I can look beyond the faults of others in my attempt to love them into a space of wholeness? It's not about fault. It's about me seeing I need to recalibrate some of my most beautiful parts, because guess what? Not only does not everyone deserve to have that sacred piece of me, some people are so sick and twisted that to receive even a morsel of that sacredness causes them to be fully consumed by their own demons. And so, no, I don't have to change who I am. I have to have a better understanding of how I am and the effects it has on others around me. So, what part of that can I be grateful for? I'm grateful for the opportunity to gain a deeper understanding of how powerful I actually am. Because although I do have an understanding that, yes, I am powerful, we all are. That's how I see it. I'm developing further my understanding of how little I actually understand about how powerful I actually am. You guys have to realize everything that you have lived through and the way you carry yourself, your gifts, your character, that is all you know. And unless you have some issues with ego, that's your norm. And so you don't really think much of it. You don't think much of it because that's your norm. That's all you know. So it's not a big deal. Sometimes you have to understand it is a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. How many of you understand how big of a deal you actually are? Have you been able to grasp how big of a fucking deal you are? It has nothing to do with comparing to other people. Nothing. It has everything to do with being able to see yourself with clarity, with honesty and compassion. How many of you have been able to do that? And if you haven't been able to do that, exactly what is your cup overflowing with? Is it overflowing with self-love? Or is it overflowing with self-denial, self-abnegation? Self-rejection, self-abandonment. I know for many of us, we have this ability to hyperfixate on other people's wounds while completely ignoring our own. Keep this in mind if you're like that, because I'm like that sometimes. I'm working on it. If you do not address your wounds and do not tend to yourself first, your wounds will fester with infection, right? An infected wound that oozes onto someone else when they have gaping wounds themselves, you are spreading infection. Tend to yourself first. Make sure there's no way for you to go ahead and infect others with the self-abnegation you've struggled with. It's hard. It's hard to do that. And so there's times where instead of viewing it from a space of, I need to take care of myself first, I view it from a space of, If I don't take care of myself, I've created a dependency on me. And if I don't take care of myself, I'm going to have to be silent for quite some time. And I'm going to disappoint all those people I created a dependency on me with. I'm going to disappoint you. Yeah, that's still a very people pleasing way to see it. But if that's how I need to see it, in order for me to be in alignment with self care, consideration for self, that's how I need to see it. That's how I need to see it. Whatever gets me into a space of centeredness and internal peace, stillness, self care, that's how I need to see whatever it is I'm needing to see. It's about understanding the way you function and honoring it while in the process of adjusting it. You are not broken. But just because you're not broken does not mean you are fully aligned. And unless you are fully aligned, you cannot fully reap the benefits of the things you experience. So, what's the solution? Small adjustments, recalibrations, allowing yourself to see the ways in which you are positioned within your life and allowing that positioning to be adjusted in a loving way. That's it. Adjusting it in a loving way. There's no need for hope. You know why? Because at this point in your journey, hoping that things get better is not going to serve you. Hoping that things improve and you become more settled within your power and your truth and your purpose and all of these really beautiful things, that's not going to help you. What you need now is action. Before you get to that action, you need to spend a lot of your time, energy, and focus investing in a tentative plan. I say tentative because you cannot guarantee the time frame things will happen. Having a tentative plan means you need to start putting action behind that, and then eventually you will see how the time frame needs to be adjusted, and you can adjust it in a very healthy manner, right? So, going from a space of hope into a plan of action is much more powerful than simply hoping things will change, simply hoping that you've been enough of a martyr that God will suddenly gift you with a completely different life. That's you can't say enough prayers to buy yourself into heaven. I used to say that to my mom, and she used to get so mad at me. She would say I was speaking in a blasphemous manner. It's true though. You can't buy yourself into heaven. Not through prayers, not through martyrdom, not through self-serving deeds that are disguised as good Samaritan work. Ooh. Ooh, shots fired. There are people who do that. They're none of my concern. None of my concern. The most powerful thing you can do is create a plan of action that can be adjusted in a compassionate and loving way and to place action into that. Okay. This is what you need to do for your human existence right here, right now. This is what you need to do. This is not just like one day. No, your soul is having you here listening to me right now, whether recorded or live, because you are being tasked to put things into action now. Soul wants your cup to overflow. Overflow with what? Everything beneficial for you. Love, support, community, money if you need it. And we all do. Let's be real here. We all do. So what needs to happen? You need to shift your focus from whatever negative. You're already aware of what's negative in your life. Fixating on it more is not going to help you. Okay? So shift the focus from what's negative towards possible solutions that you can begin testing and trying. Possible solutions, right? An example of this, it's kind of a silly example, but it's still an example. I have a very weak grip. Very, very weak. I have a strong slap, but a weak grip. And so I could either continue to do what I'm doing and be limited in that grip, be frustrated with the fact that my grip is weak and knowing that it's limiting me, or I could uh, get some tools that will help me to strengthen my grip as well as increase the load I can lift while my grip is becoming stronger. So rather than hoping and praying that that fixes itself eventually, I put action behind it. I got lifting straps. You wrap it around your wrist, you wrap it around the bar, and you're good to go. You're good to go. So I went from being able to lift 60 pounds, like deadlift 60 pounds because of my grip will fail before any other muscle in me fails, to deadlifting 200 pounds within, I don't know, a week. I only go 3 times a week. So within 2 workouts. Yep. And now I can grip without the wrist straps, lifting straps. I could lift about 180 pounds. I could do a whole set with 180 pounds. It will fatigue, yes, but I could do a whole set. I could do half a set the next set. It will continue to increase. I'll continue to use those straps and continue to challenge myself more with additional weights as I wait for my grip to catch up. With a knowing that my grip will always be weaker than my major muscle groups. I don't need to be able to lift 200 pounds with my grip. Knowing I have the tools, the support, that's all I need. That's all I need. You apply that analogy to your life. How many crutches has soul given you and you've rejected it? Because what, you don't want to look weak? But you are. That was rude. But it's the truth. You need to acknowledge when you're weak and where you are weak. It's not about me saying, "Ooh, you're weak." It's like there's a weakness that needs to be supported. It needs to be supported until it gets stronger. And then you'll be strong. And that's that. So, yeah, my knees, I have to be careful because they have weaknesses in them still. So, yeah, I wear 2 knee braces on each knee, one for compression, one for hinge support. Does that mean I'm somehow disabled? No, bitch. I'm fucking leg pressing 500 pounds. I'm smart. I'm not going to allow myself to be hurt trying to prove to others I'm strong. I'm going to protect the shit out of my knees. I need that to function. I need that to get around. There are some days where I will be doing things and I will feel my knees are okay. Nope, can't do that today. Why? Because I'm injured? No, because I know if I force myself, I will get injured. And then I get all up in my head about, man, I wonder if people look at me and are like, this girl, like, what the fuck is she doing? Because I wear 4 knee braces, elbow braces. I have Ehlers-Danlos. Who gives a shit what other people think? Who gives a shit? I need to take care of my needs and protect my joints. And if you apply that to your life, you'll see sometimes you leave yourself vulnerable to hurt, unnecessary pain for the aesthetics of looking strong when you know damn well you can't handle what you are getting yourself into. Love yourself enough to know what you can and cannot handle in this moment. It is only in this moment when you can be honest with yourself about what needs to be strengthened, you can strengthen it and you won't have that issue anymore. You won't, but you have to commit to yourself. So I could lift all this weight, right? And sometimes I wonder, am I just ego lifting? No, I'm lifting that because that's what challenges me. How do I know I'm not just ego lifting? Well, because when I do a squat, like I could leg press over 500 pounds. Okay. I could hip thrust 400 something pounds. I'm not weak. How much do you think I can squat? How much do you think I can squat? Being a little powerhouse that I am. A 25-pound bar on the Smith machine. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. An empty bar on the Smith machine, which is about 25 pounds. I doubt that shit's 25 pounds. I will believe what the sign says. That's all I can squat. And I can only do one set. Does that mean I'm weak? No, that means I still have work to do to rehabilitate my knees, certain flexors, adductors, abductors, to protect my knee health. It still does not track properly. So, yeah, that's all I can do. I'm okay with that. The other day I added 50 pounds to the bar. Fuck me up. I was like, after the third, I got it. Ooh, the veins popping out of my neck and my forehead. It was cute. I had a moment. Yeah. I was able to do 5. And then I racked it and I was like, you're done, girl. That's it. You need to sit down for a few minutes, stretch out your legs. It's all good. You're good. You did it. And I was seriously celebrating that shit. It took me 6 months. 6 months of working hard every single workout just to be able to squat again. So I'm progressing. There's nothing I need to be ashamed of. That is not weakness. That is awareness of limitations that could lead to injury. You apply that to your life. You'll be strong in certain areas, weaker in others. That's part of the pulse of your life. What happens when you're a flat line? Oh, I feel called out. Get rid of your back rolls and arm fat. Bitch, who you talking to? Who are you talking to like this? I just got a notification. Get rid of your back rolls and arm fat. Hey, them be fighting words. I need to turn my fan back on. That just got me real heated. That got me real heated. It's okay, girl. It's more like focaccia now. It's no longer rolls. It's going to be okay. Move forward in reverse. This is about not allowing yourself to move beyond the limitations that you've perceived yourself to have, right? Um, oh, I love that. Keep your squats low and your standards high. I love that. I love that a lot. A lot. Okay. Card number 28, shadow self. Shadow self. It's time for you to love all your parts. It's time for you to exist in center and love all your parts. You know, um, these people who are like, we are God. We are. No, you're not. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. It'll make sense. Okay. So years ago, someone was in like an online debate with me. This is the worst thing you could ever do for yourself. It'll kill your ego. I'm a troll at heart. You know what I'm saying? When you invite me to troll you, I don't know. I might accept the invitation. So I accepted his invitation, this random ass guy. And he thought it was going to be scripture quoting, like who memorized the Bible more. uh, and he asked me a very loaded trick question. How do I define God? Right? That's a trick question because by definition, God is not definable. You can't define God as something because the moment you do, it ceases to be everything, right? And if it's everything, it's still not God because God is also the absence of things. So I defined God as the everything, the nothing, and the spaces in between, the lightness, the darkness, and the shadow where the two play. You cannot identify as God if you cannot embrace your light and your shadow with the same vigor, right? You have to be able to embrace your light and your dark with the same level of love, the same level of acceptance, the same level of whatever it is, whatever it is. I do love my back rolls. It's like a second set of boobs. Maybe like, I don't know, a large A cup, smallish B cup. Ooh, damn girl. I hurt my own feelings right now. Ooh, Jesus loves me and my back fat. Jesus loves me and my back fat. It's very soft and squishy all along my back. I'm just saying, it's not something I'm even ashamed of anymore. Like, what? Bitch, I'm a woman. That's where I store my estrogen. Fuck off of me. Yeah, I don't care. You don't like back fat? Okay, good. Hopefully, you don't have any if you don't like it. I'm squishy. What? I'm a woman. I'm supposed to be squishy. What the fuck's wrong with you? You want me to be hard like a man? Oh my God, you guys. I got to show you this. I don't care if my husband doesn't want me to show him off. I'm going to show him the fuck off if I want. Okay? This man was posing with our child the other day. He's not he's not even flexing, okay? He's not even flexing. He's like, bite him. I'm gonna bite him. Look at that. Ooh, this juicy ass man. Stop. Stop. I'm saying he likes me squishy, so I don't care what you like. You can have some of my F cup. Ooh, Teresa, been there, done that, boo. Been there, done that, boo. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. Shit. Only if you let me give you my triple G cup, which I'm not anymore. Thank God. That shit hurts. That hurts. Mm-mm. No. My like dream size would probably be like a full C cup. That's, that's enough. That's more than enough. But if I'm going to be like really athletic and very that's if I allow myself to stay soft. If I'm going to be very like athletic in my physique, demure B cup is good. That's more than enough. Demure B cup. I'm okay with that. I'm more than okay with that. That's a perfect size. You could do all these things without a bra on. Please. Are you kidding me? You could do all kind of shit without a bra on. So I had a wire bra on the other day underneath my sports bra. And like for the first time it was like squishing and lifting and then my husband's like, your boobs look like they're trying to choke you. I'm like, I feel like that. It feels like they're trying to choke me because they were like up here. I was like, it feels close to my throat. And I was like, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. I need some time to myself. Leave me alone. I'm just like, I'm good. I'm good. It's fine. Right? So, shadow self. You need to be centered in between your light and your darkness, centered so that you can retrieve from either side what you need at any given moment. And when you allow yourself to do that, you do step into a space of being a reflection, a scaled down reflection of God. And you tap into that strength that is rightfully yours, right? That is rightfully yours. I'd just be happy if things didn't wobble so much. I know. It's a little jiggly. It's a little jiggly puff. I have baby jiggly puffs living on my chest. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Emotions in reverse. So I'm wondering if this is tying into the fact that you don't know how to feel about yourself, that you don't know how to feel about the progression you're going through, the ways in which your life is bringing your attention to the parts of you that you need to pay attention to right now. Because your cup is going to overflow. You're bringing it to you. Yep. Yep. These cards. hmm I'm loving this. I'm really loving this. I'm loving this a lot. There's no revolution that needs to take place, you know? There's no revolution that needs to take place. All you have to do is shift your mindset a little bit. That can be your revolution. Um, I think, Lisa, I think the joke goes because I heard guys say it was in high school. Um, it was about Nancy Kerrigan, the the figure skater. They created a Nancy Kerrigan meal special at KFC. Two small breasts and a battered leg. It's so fucked up. Two small breasts and a battered leg. That was just so mean. She had her leg battered, like physically battered, as they were doing like Winter Olympics or something. I remember that from high school. So stop. Stop. Yes, from Tanya Harding. Okay. So, no revolution needs to take place. You don't have to fight yourself. There's no internal civil war that needs to occur, okay? You're drawing to you the people, places, and things that are required, the experiences even that are required for you to step into a space of being an alchemist. There you go. Remember, there was something that needed to be changed, right? It's within your hands. The changes that need to take place, it's within your hands, within your grasp. As if that wasn't enough. Yep, it's within your grasp. You have to perceive it as such because it brings it that much closer to you, right? So remember, I said, like, you're making this happen. It's happening. It's going to happen for you. It's going to happen for you. You're ready, but you're still waiting. You're still waiting for this intangible thing. I think when you set your intentions, you give yourself permission for the very thing that you're needing to have, to experience, that whatever that component is. So set your intention so that it's no longer intangible. Okay. You're out of time. It needs to be done already. You need to do this already. You need to do this. Okay. People tell me I've been so strong and I just don't feel it inside. I need to work on that. I know I've come a long way in 3 years. I just feel weak. Feeling weak and actually being weak are two different things, right? Feeling weak and being weak are two completely different things. What does that mean? Well, it means maybe we're running low on the sweet experiences in life. Glucose is an amazing way to perk yourself back up. So are electrolytes to perk yourself back up. Maybe you're not weak. Maybe you're just depleted, where you've allowed yourself to get so low in your reserves that there isn't much left. So now you got to take a look at, am I giving too much of myself away? Oh, see, I just got a notification. Lost assets located. Mm-hmm. Yep. Lost assets located. So there are assets that you have that belong to you that are perceived as lost because you never tap into it. So you perceive it as lost. Relocate them. Not just find them, relocate them. What do I mean by that? Well, you have many houses that exist within you. These are the many different characters that you play depending on who's in front of you. And no, it doesn't mean you're fake. It means you've gone so far accommodating other people that you fractionated yourself. You allow only certain aspects of yourself to exist and be witnessed by specific people at specific times. So, what does that mean? Those parts of you that you've lost because you think people can't handle this or that about you, you need to move them into your main house and you need to live in that main house. That main house is what? Your house of authenticity. That house where you are simply you, not a character, not a caricature, not a watered down, distorted version of yourself to appease someone else's preferences. You want that cup to overflow? You got to be in the right house to be able to find the cover that's kept your cup from being filled by soul. Dependability. It's funny how people can depend on us, but we can't depend on ourselves, right? How many times? How many times have you willingly volunteered to do something for someone that you needed to do for yourself and you knew it, you were aware, but instead of doing it for yourself, you said you could wait and did it for someone else instead? It doesn't matter if you can wait. When soul wants to give to you, let soul give to you. You can still help other people, but not at the expense of you. Not anymore. Not anymore. Michael is reminding me of a time when I was still basically stranded in a parking lot in my RV. an old ass RV. There were no slide outs, not fancy. People thought they thought they thought wrong. Not even ashamed. But I remember this one time I was live streaming in a park, and it was this thing of like Michael made it clear to me that the reason I was stranded with the RV, couldn't leave Colorado, and that's the reason we were stranded in a parking lot. Um, During the summer months, late spring all the way through to early fall, across the state of Colorado, pretty much all RV parks are booked solid the entire time. You'd be very, very lucky to find an opening. And so he had me go back to Colorado during that time. And as soon as I entered state lines, I'm assuming because of the altitude, he admitted to me he broke the master cylinder of my brakes, my RV brakes. You can't leave the state because you have no brakes. So I was stranded. Why was I stranded? Because I refused to allow anyone to know that I needed help. I was aware I needed to learn something. I wasn't aware what. So I had to live through it. One of the most beautiful periods of my life. I had to live through it though. And what I learned and what I'm remembering right now was the ways in which I complicate my life and my journey by never considering my own needs. So that day I was live streaming and he brings up the topic of my brakes, which were still broken 3-4 months later, still broken. And I started crying. That was the first time anyone had ever seen me cry. And I was like sobbing. Like, how could you? How could you break my brakes? Yeah, no, I was like sobbing. They were newly repaired and he broke them. So, of course, everyone in the live stream, I still had my Facebook, and so that was a massive reach. About 500,000 people, 500,000 profiles. And a lot of people were on that live stream with me, and they all were like, "Oh my God, why is she crying? Oh my God, where are you? What's wrong? How come you never told us you needed help?" Because that whole time I was helping everyone else. That whole time I was helping everyone else in the community. No one knew that I was stranded. They just noticed that I'm always only ever live streaming like in front of a tree at a park on the side of the road. They just figured, "Oh, she's living the RV life." No, I was stranded. And so that's when they realized like, "Oh shit." And immediately people were asking, "How much do you need? Like, let us help you." You know what I said? You know what I said? And I won't say I said this like a dumbass. I will say I said this like someone who truly does not know how to love myself at that time. I said, "What I need from you guys is $700, not for me, for someone else." My husband's coworker, he started a new job. He found out one of his coworkers was short $700 for rent, and they were going to evict her from the apartment. And I was like, "She's not going to survive in a parking lot. Oh, we need to find out a way to raise $700 for her." And he goes, "Yeah, we do. We need to." And in that moment where everyone was asking me what I needed to feel better, to be safe, because they were worried about my safety, I said I needed $700 to give to her. And someone gave it to me immediately. And I immediately gave it to her. And she paid her rent and wasn't homeless. But I remained in that same situation for quite a few more months because I wasn't done learning that I need to allow myself to receive. Because I hadn't figured out yet why I was in the situation that I was in. I knew I would be fine. I'm always fine. No matter what hardships I go through, eventually I go back to being just fine. But just because you're like that doesn't mean you need to prolong a lesson you already know is teaching you something. Find out what it's teaching you so you can be done with that and go back to focusing on helping others if that's what your heart calls you to do. It's not a bad thing to allow your needs to be taken care of. And you want to hear something funny? So before we left California, which was just a few months before all of that happened, like, I don't know, 6 months before all of that happened, maybe less, more than 6 months. I don't know. But we had the brakes rebuilt, everything. That cost $1,500. That's why I was like, fuck, this, like, shit, we're stuck. Because that's how much it cost for the brakes to be fixed the first time when we began our life in the RV. When I finally raised funds by doing auctions to fix my brakes. We brought it into a reputable shop. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know? I believe it cost about $700. The money that I gave to someone else because I couldn't allow myself to receive help. We're still fine. I needed to learn that. I couldn't have someone just tell me. I needed to learn it through life. Learn what you need to learn through life and then move forward from the lesson. That's all you got to do. It's very simple, but very hard to practice, to live. Ancestral magic. Your ancestors are gifting you with the ability to learn from their mistakes, their limitations. Allow yourself to. Even your past lives are factoring in right now. Your past lives are helping you to gather more of that wisdom that you've acquired through multiple lifetimes worth of experiences. Your shadow is stepping forward to assist you. It welcomes you to come back home to it. This is to give you clarity, to clarify for you, for yourself, what you deserve, that you are merely in a process, a difficult one, and that you're ready now for change, for something else. There's nothing that needs to be burned away. There's nothing that needs to be destroyed. There's no experience that needs to be forgotten because everything has led you to this point right here, right now, where you are realizing life is about to change and your cup is about to overflow. Overflow in such a way that you will learn how to receive your abundance. Do you feel that? There are discussions being had about you right now. Good ones, powerful ones. Ones that will allow for the opportunity you have been waiting for. The opportunity to exit out of this difficult cycle you have been in for far too long. Ooh. Ooh. Hi, Ailarine. Um, would you guys mind doing something with me? It's energy work. Would you guys mind? Personally, I'm feeling like on a personal level, there's a shift that's taking place. There is a manifestation that is trying to come to fruition. I need it. I don't know what it is, but I need it. And I don't think I have the courage yet to openly accept it. And so if I were to do group energy work with you guys, not entering into your field or allowing anyone's energy to commingle, but group energy work where it's for our entire community, I probably would be more more willing and less averse to all of us receiving whatever it is our souls want us to receive. So that's, I hate to put it in those terms, but that's the reality of it. That's one of the ways I am able to convince myself to give myself permission to receive what is rightfully mine. If our entire community benefits, how can I say no? I know it's crazy. I know. That's my current limitation that I'm working through. So let me get some music. All right. Just breathe very deep and very slow. If you would like to participate, um, I'm going to calibrate this to hashtag open. Hashtag open. Okay. Breathe deep and slow. My energy will always honor your sovereignty. Without permission from your highest self, none of this will affect you. Take a deep breath in. Slow exhale out. Allow yourself to receive what was always yours to begin with. Take a deep breath in and feel your heart begin to open. Feel the resistance begin to dissolve. Feel yourself being given the courage to love yourself and receive. Feel the tingles across your scalp. Feel the shower of energy cleansing you from your crown to your shoulders, down your back and your chest, cleansing your belly and your hips, down your legs, pulling at your feet. Feel all doubt, all shame, and all guilt being dislodged and cleansed from you. I feel you. Do you feel your right hand? That sensation. I'm holding your hand. I'm right there with you. Don't be afraid. Allow yourself to finally receive. Take a deep breath in. Slow exhale out. Return back to that space of centeredness. Back to the space that we share. How do you feel? I feel so much shifting, so much potentiality rising to the surface to be acknowledged and welcomed. Welcomed into your in real life existence, not just your morphogenetic field, not just your auric space, not just your thoughts, perceptions, or emotions. Welcomed into your real life existence to be experienced in a tangible way. We have to allow ourselves to really, truly receive. Just so you guys are aware, there's going to be another wave of energy. It's approaching. It's going to enter through your chest and be spread through your entire auric field with the rhythm of your heartbeat. Your soul is gifting you with the necessary experiences that will create the change that you've been waiting for. What more do you need to give yourself permission to receive? It is not selfishness when your soul is begging you, pleading with you to allow yourself to receive the very things that you have waited your entire life for. What if your dreams are not dreams? What if the dreams you have of a beautiful life, a life so beautiful that you wish for it, you crave it? What if those aren't dreams? What if that's your soul letting you know where it's leading you? If only you would stop dragging your feet and fighting the entire way. For much of my life, I've been shown a visual of me in a darkened space, and I know it's a large space. I've come to understand over the years of really just dissecting this dream, this large space that I've been shown my entire life is a blackened stadium. I can hear the movement of people. I can feel the anticipation. And I feel myself standing there, nowhere to hide, and not feeling like I need to. And then suddenly a light turns on, and it's a spotlight. And I realize that me, as an introvert, socially awkward, can't find the right words, super intense, all these different perceptions I have of myself that are not so positive, I've come to realize it's me preparing to speak to a global audience full of dignitaries and people who've traveled the world just to come see me speak. Why would that be my dream? I don't like public speaking. I'm perfectly content being hidden away in shadow and not noticed by anyone, just quietly observing, not sharing any thoughts. I don't aspire to be a public speaker, yet I've had that dream my whole life. Well, I've come to understand it wasn't a dream. It's my soul letting me know that everything I go through is preparing me for that moment. Is it because that's what I was made for? No, it's because it's at that point I will realize more of what I was brought into this life to do. And it's in that moment I will no longer be able to deny the gravity of my words, my thoughts, and my existence. And it's in that moment, as I understand the gravity of it all, I'll be able to better surrender to the whole thing, better serve whatever purpose I was created for. And until then, I have to embrace every opportunity I'm given to find out more about myself and my proper place in the world. Until then, I have to continue to work on developing the maturity, emotionally, intellectually, energetically, spiritually, to be worthy of such an honor of being heard. Because it's an honor to be heard, just like it is a gift to listen. And so I'm coming to realize many of the dreams that I have that really don't make sense to me are quite possibly not dreams, but instead soul letting me know, hey, at some point, this is what you're going to experience. So work on being compliant. Try your best to not fight it, okay? We're easing you in. We're easing you in. So just please be present and do the internal introspective work that will help you to better develop flexible strength. I don't think your dreams are just dreams. Because in that dream, for much of my life, when I had that, it was very scary for me. Because again, I don't like public speaking. But just because I don't like it doesn't mean I'm not good at it. It doesn't mean that I'm not a powerful speaker, a speaker of truth, a speaker of wisdom, a conduit for soul. But still, that means nothing to me because, again, it's my norm. I mean, isn't everyone like that? No. Whatever you think is normal, isn't everyone like that? No. I have to keep learning that and relearning that every year. Just because you don't understand the gift that you are does not diminish the gravity of the gift that you are. Your cup is overflowing. I hope it's overflowing with acceptance, with grace for self, with acknowledgement of what needs to be done in order to facilitate what your soul is asking you to facilitate. You could choose not to. That's completely up to you. But if you choose not to, you can't override the will of soul. Your soul is in control. You're here just for the experience, not to dictate, not to command, not to any of that. Light code. Light code injection. Your higher self is going to begin pushing into your space of awareness, your space of acceptance, into your template, the very coding that is necessary. This is leading up to the 9-9 portal. That is a very divine number. There's going to be a portal that's going to be opening again. It's going to be on September 9th. And it's going to be something that can be used as fuel for your rise, can absolutely be used as fuel for your rise. You are not to redirect yourself. You are to allow yourself to continue down the same path that you're currently on. Your soul is commandeering the vehicle. Your soul, not anyone else's. Your soul is commandeering your human vehicle, and it's going to bring you to these spaces that will give you the opportunity to develop even more understanding of how profound you actually are. You know, there was a person who once said, if everyone is special, that means none of us are. No, it means everyone is special. We're special in different ways. Did you need only you to be special? In order for you to be valid, it doesn't have to be this thing of all or nothing. Only I'm special or and no one else is, or no one can be special. No. We're all special in our own way. Why do you think we all look so different? Even identical twins. If you know them for long enough and look at their faces long enough, you can see the differences between them. Were you aware? Identical twins are only identical in their genetics, not in their personality, not in the way the genetics express themselves. They have their own faces. They might look very, very, very similar, but they have their own faces. They have their own identity, right? You will not be allowed to sabotage this. So I will tell you right now, this is the communication that I got. I don't know if it's for me or if it's for all of us. I'm going to go ahead and say it's for all of us because I don't want to deal with it alone. Michael just told me, Michael just told me that if you even consider any type of self-saboteur work, we're going to knock you on your ass and have you sit out. I don't know. That message might be for me. I don't know. Who knows? If it resonates with you, the message is for you too. I am not going to fight anything. You need to calm down, Michaela. Calm down. I haven't fought anything. Well, I have. I have, but as of the last, like, I don't know, 2 weeks. Hey, that's a long time. That's a long time, okay? As of the last 2 weeks, I haven't been fighting anything. Soul tells me to do something. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Hey, so we can knock your ass down. Couldn't you gently lay me down? Couldn't you ever so lovingly just put me to sleep like a Jedi? Anyways. Card number 29, fifth house, creativity. Every child is an artist. The problem is staying an artist when you grow up. We've forgotten how to be childlike in our approach, in our creativity, in our solutions, right? How do we start opening communication with the Archangel Michael? You want to be careful with that. There's a melty face who is very good at pretending to be Michaela. You better be very, very careful with that. That will wreck your whole life if you listen to Melty Face. That's his intention. I call him Melty Face Mikey. He's a demonic thing. Not Michael, the demonic thing. There's a demonic thing. It's a master mimic and it loves to mimic Michael because Michael's so popular. You are though. Everyone wants to be your friend. And then here you are stuck with me. Yes. You've been blessed with my presence. He goes, blessed by you. Yes. How is that even in question? Being assigned to be my babysitter is a blessing. You should bow to me. Get up. He's actually bowing. Not bowing, he's genuflexed. He's on one knee. Don't get me used to this because then I'm going to demand it every single time. Don't. Get up. You're being weird. Get up. You're weirding me out for real. Anyways. Fine. Stay genuflexed. I don't care. Be happy. Give yourself the gift of happiness. Mhm. Mhm. As children, our imaginations know no bounds and we indulge in creative performances. When as adults we dip into this field, we allow our minds and hearts to roam free and produce masterpieces. This card turning up in a reading indicates that you have created or will begin to create something to be proud of, something that will bring others joy. It may have you on a stage. Okay. Or just an area where adults can let down their hair and become as children, responsive, joyful, and free. Okay. I believe you. I'm going to have to be on some stupid stage. You can expect the completion of a project. I love that. The accomplishment of a significant goal for which there will be celebration. You have put hard work into a project and will now see the results. I'm really liking this. Gifts, parties, gatherings, premieres, galas, or even a wedding may figure in. You could become involved in a school setting with children or mostly young adults. Y'all know that I'm forming a if life would just calm the fuck down, give me a couple months of just calm, seriously, um I could finish the plans that I have of creating a Sunday school for the youth to learn about energy, to learn about what our beliefs are, our church beliefs. Yep. Not that type of church. So, since the fifth house is a natural house position for the sign Leo, someone close to you. Village baby, do you have Leo in your chart? Village baby. Do you have Leo in your chart? Say yes. Say yes. Sun, moon, rising? No, you're Sagittarius. So, um, moon or rising? No, you're Cap Moon. Damn it. Do you know what your nodes are? Do you have South Node, North Node, Leo, something? Give me something with Leo, village baby. That's okay. You have bushy ass hair like a lion. Okay, you'll be the Leo. Since the fifth house is a natural house position for the sign Leo, someone close to you, um, the two of you together will make a striking appearance. Maybe you'll help me teach the kids. This card may turn up during the time of a budding nope, not a romance. Not a romance. Village baby, can you please co-sign the no, not a romance, right? That's sick. I'm basically your adopted mom. That's sick. The fifth house is also strongly tied to our wait, what happened? Okay. Perhaps you're nope. We're just going to skip the whole romance aspect. The fifth house is also strongly tied to artistic expression, meaning art of every kind, from painting to drawing to creating stage sets, costuming, writing stage and screenplays, making films, as well as music. Okay. This card is all about finding joy in creativity and self expression with promise of a jubilant return to childhood. You're very childlike. I love that about you. I love that about you. All right, see, look, see, that's why I love Village Baby. um, I'm definitely down with the helping children, no romance. See? Oh, this right here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tooth. Tooth. He's like gross. Toth is gross. All right. Let's see. It's all about multitasking, taking on more than expected, and then making a spectacular success of it. This card is a card of mystery, mastery and victory in a deep way, such as that which you already carry inside your heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know, oof, oof, oof. All is possible now. The most important thing is to move forward. So, like I said, this is about allowing yourself permission to put into action, to bring those dreams, which is really nothing but advance notice, into full fruition. Card number Planteto. All right. I love this. Capricorn, I use time the corrector when our judgments err. Okay. It is time to focus on your objectives and not give up, right? This is about letting go of the need to be perfect, letting go of all of this stuff that has just, don't you get sick of your own shit sometimes? The ways in which you're consistently attacking yourself and derailing your progress because of your perfectionism, the ways that you expect unrealistic, unfair, unmanageable things from yourself, right? Like that has to stop. Ruled by Saturn, the planet of hard luck, the sign of Capricorn is personified by the goat that climbs the steepest cliffs to gain worldly success. Capricorn is a resourceful sign, and those under its influence long for power and prestige. There is no one more ambitious than a Capricorn. They really do want to take the world by the horns. Ooh, okay. 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 Um, There are more spiritual goats, of course, but the aim of most Capricorns is fundamentally practical in nature, practical in your spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Like practical in your spirituality. With them, there are no careless wanderings into fairyland. This mountain goat looks for a physical niche, and through some glorious contact by which they can achieve, their aim is to come up in the world no matter what it takes. This is the reason behind the motto for Capricorn, I use. Okay. Capricorns are interested in what's solid, what can be seen, touched, or bought. Capricorns utilize their energies towards some concrete purpose rather than daydreams and the imagination. When Capricorns do indulge in dreams, they always dream big. They are insanely ambitious and often good looking. 20, bitch, why are we so cute? Bitch, why we gotta be so cute? It's not fair. For other people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I mean, you could identify as cute if you want. I won't take that from you, Twinny. I won't take that from you. Okay? I know God made us this way. That's why I'm like, I'm not even gonna be ungrateful about it. Right? I'm saying. So, you agree. Thank you. That's why we're twins. Let's see. Capricorns appear mature early in life and then grow younger and younger looking with each passing year. Bitch. Wait, sorry. Bitch, why we gotta be so fine? I'm joking. I better finish up this reading already. Okay. When this card turns up in a reading, it denotes a time of diligence and hard work. There's a gaining in status and reputation. Whatever you've toiled for and especially sacrificed for, you are ready for splendid results to be revealed. Keep in mind, this gain may be slow and systematic, but that you are heading towards something solid and lasting. Both cards, you guys, it's reaffirming This is actually the time for us to do what we need to do, retrieve what we need to retrieve, allow what needs to be allowed, and to really just flow through it, okay? Okay. You are about to meet all the right people who will back you and your goals. Some may be greater in status than you, but they will show you the ropes or support you in some substantial way. By all means, do not lose them. Oh my God, I know what this means. I know what this means. Capricorn is a sign of drive and ambition. Therefore, you may feel more driven than usual. In essence, this card is saying to put childish things away and take responsibility. Go for what you want in a systematic way. Beware of looking back and staying in the shadows. It's time to unleash your talents upon the world. Do not let up. Go out on a limb. You guys, I need your advice. I need your advice. Ooh, you're about to be a grand cross for me, a provoker. I want your guys' honest opinion. Um so Michael has been in a very careful and drawn out process of getting me to verbalize declarations. It's taken him quite a few years. It's true. It's taken him quite a few years to get me to agree to make these verbal declarations of power and grace and all of the good stuff that you guys sometimes hear me say, sometimes hear me talk about. I just makes me nervous. He has been on my ass for like 2 years now to post videos of me doing things that most other people can't do. It's giving me anxiety. Do you think that's a good idea? um, I guess the better question is the world ready? They're not gonna try and crucify me, right? Because I'll fucking break shit if motherfuckers try and come for me. Like, I'm not Yeshua. I'm not just gonna be like, yes. I'm not Moses. I'm not gonna be like, let my people go. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna fuck shit up. Don't make me mad. It's gonna be like that Drew Barrymore movie, Firestarter, when she was like little and she's like, she was burning everything. Yeah, I just totally resonate with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fucking come for me. I will only release videos like that if, like seriously release videos like that if I don't want no drama. I don't want no drama. Let me see what you guys are saying. Um the people who need to see it are ready to. People don't want to feel alone or lost anymore. That's what he keeps telling me. And he shows me like all of these different people who can do all these different things, which I love. I love it. I feel it would inspire others to be whom they really are. What if others are hiding something similar? You're right. Take it all away. It's time. You have been preaching. They ain't work. They can and will get that work. I've been living by a go where, let me just put this on the screen. I've been living by a go where I'm guided and do what's decided vibe lately. I like that. I think people will react in the way they will react. Some will be ready, others aren't. I can totally understand why you would think about it twice. Back off, just back off. Oh yeah. Firefly knows exactly the movie I'm talking about. No risk, no reward. He tells me that a lot. No risk, no reward. The people who are meant for you, who are meant to find you. Pyrokinesis and ish. There's always going to be drama, especially online. However, your people need you now. It's so true though. Hmm. I don't know. And what do you guys want me to do? Spin shit? Turn lights on? Turn candles on by like that? Oh, I wish you guys saw during the last fire ceremony the other day on the 30th. I was like, "Can you open the window?" The window open. It was funny to me because I cannot control my telekinesis. I can, but not. I have to be in a specific mindset that I'm not usually in. it was, it was funny. It was funny, you know? He wouldn't suggest it if you won't already be protected. That's true. That's true. So then that means I need to document more of my life. Okay. I'm feeling my face go numb. I think I'm not breathing. Okay, card number 47. He goes, "You're just going to leave it at that? What did you want me to do? Spin shit for them right now?" I'm considering everything everyone is saying. I think back to when I first found you and I was blown away. So you're on track. Just pace yourself. Okay. Like a little personal vlog. I'm so awkward recording myself. I'm so awkward. It's weird. This makes me nervous. I believe you guys. I believe you guys. So, okay. It's not going to look like I'm trying to like fluff my own feathers and be like, "Look at me, I'm badass." Because I really don't want that. I really don't want that. I'm serious. I really don't want that. Because I'm really sick of people fucking with me just because they already think that. Like anything I say, they take it as like, "Oh, she just thinks she's full of herself." Fuck you. Sorry, you guys. To those people, fuck you. I don't do shit to anyone. Leave me alone. Okay. Turn off the trigger. Turn the trigger off. Turn the trigger off. Put it back into safety. Put it back into safety. Remove that projectile from the chamber. Okay, I'll stop. Card number 47, Grand Cross Provoker. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. The Grand Cross is an area of tension in a chart, thus becoming a great catalyst for movement and change. A rare astrological configuration, the Grand Cross, also called the Grand Square, occurs when four planets form a perfect cross in the skies. These planets are around 90 degrees from each other, meaning there are four planetary squares and two planetary oppositions. Squares in the astrological chart, cause tension and restriction. Is Michael calling me an L7 weenie? He just said, "Did you read that? You're being such a square." He said, "Read it again." Squares in the astrological chart cause tension and restriction. Oppositions as well are seldom soft aspects. They come with the pressure to grow and the will to exceed any limitations put in one's path. But the Grand Cross is the most rare and intense of all. Okay, so I'm rare and I'm intense. This alignment represents the four directions. It's symbolic of the four seasons, equinoxes, and solstices, as well as the cross quarter days, indicating a period of time in your life may seem at cross purposes. Usually, when this occurs, it indicates a crisis, yet, through this calamity, will be the painful process of growth, then renewal, and eventually a greater foundation for happiness and success. Strangely, it is almost as if the planetary energies are in competition with each other. This may be a rather exasperating time where you feel provoked and frustrated over booby traps. that seem to have been set in your way. It's as if everything is working at cross purposes. You feel pulled in many directions. Such false leads and failed plans may leave you unable to produce concrete achievements. An area to look at when the Grand Cross card comes up is how you communicate. Are you communicating as well as you should? Are you abandoning a worthy project the minute it loses its shine in effort to capture a larger, glossier prize? But more simply, in your effort to accomplish more, are you juggling balls in the air? Boobies and balls, boobies and balls. You could be minding your own business. Oh, minding your business, staying in your own lane, but that would still be that way. People who are not in touch with their own light will always try to dim yours, that or that of others. That's very true. That's very, very true. This right here. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. This is what I've experienced for years. For as long as I've been publicly visible, this is what I have experienced. It doesn't matter if you even put yourself on the sidelines. That's not enough. People don't want you to exist, period. And to that, I say, too fucking bad. Write a grievance with Jesus and have Jesus deliver that shit to God because you're not my fucking concern. Okay. Um, okay. It's an area to look at when this card comes up is how you communicate. I'm sorry for what I said. I'm sorry for speaking truth in such a colorful, truthful way. It suggests there are multiple talents you're able to access, as well as numerous paths you can take. Focus and organization are key. Until this matter phases out, expect resistance, since opposition is the main energy field of the Grand Cross. Once on track, the momentum towards the attainment of what you desire will be impossible to stop. It mainly has to do with the shifting of energy and switching into gear. Oh my God. Do you want me to post those videos? That's why you told me to record that shit? Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Wow. This is a lot. This is a lot. The resistances, if all those things are released, they really like, you're giving me anxiety for real. It's definitely an ethereal setup. He wants me to release medical records and whatnot. He asks, "What is your resistance to medical fact?" Uh, well, focus and organization are key. Until this matter phases out, expect resistance, since opposition is the main energy field of the Grand Cross. Once on track, the momentum toward the attainment of what you desire will be impossible to stop. It mainly has to do with the shifting of energy and switching into gear. If the question is about business or career, know that it will happen, but it will be hard. You have to be willing to walk the miles. Diligence will be required. What is positive about the Grand Cross card is you are becoming more realistic and focused. You won't be attracted to so much by glitz and glitter, but looking more towards stability and long-lasting success. Good thing to remember is that it's best to not fight the hard lessons at this time. In fact, this is a period where you need to take stock of all that has been that has brought you to this place. It's time to draw upon your own strength. In doing so, you will move from uncertainty into a place of peace and contentment. So, um, yeah. Yeah, he was saying something similar, Lorraine. Um, he's just being mean right now. He says, the only reason you don't want to release any of these things is because you can't play this stupid game of playing small anymore. Exactly. 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 Exactly that. Exactly that. Uh, he says it's time for people to see the gravity of how much you've hidden in plain sight. You know, I can be lectured in private. All right, guys, reading is done. He's in full lecture mode, and I'm not going to keep repeating everything he's saying to me. So, one of these days, you might see more videos. You might see stuff. What kind of stuff? It depends. It depends. I know. I know, Ailarine. The jig is up. Jigga who? Jigga what? You guys, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe, turn on your notification bell, share this out if you have the ability to. If you haven't already followed me on all my other platforms, I'm Emmy Evolving across all social media. Nessa, I used to do readings for the single zodiac signs. I used to, but it takes so much of my time. And then there are, of course, the rotten apples in the bunch who then get all pissy because they want me to sugarcoat shit like every other um tarot card reader. And it's like, well, go to them. Why the fuck are you here? Go to them. I only tell you the truth. So I stopped. I don't have the time to do all 12 signs. That takes me several hours. So yeah. What I do is I do all signs in one. But I also do private readings. And with that, you know, you guys can book readings, energy work, all of that. I'll give you guys the QR code. Let's see. Here. I'll show you guys these two. So if you would like a private reading with me, simply go here. This is where you can get a reading with me. That's where you can book it. If you're having issues with demonic stuff, you need an extraction. And you go here, parasitic extraction. There's different types that I offer for different levels of demonic foolery. But at the end of the day, I halt their buffoonery. Because as someone once realized in the middle of a live stream, parasitic extractions are exorcisms. I'm an exorcist. And that's why I'm so sassy and salty, attitudey and rebellious. Because I'm damn good at it. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to get going because Michael is still lecturing me. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading and I hope it helps you in whatever it is you are going through. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and join me when I'm live. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. I'm heading over to TikTok because catch me on TikTok, Emmy Evolving. Catch me on TikTok. I'm going to be there for a little bit before I start classes. My fucking days are packed. It's all good though. Catch me over there. I'll be live in a few minutes. Bye, everyone.